So, moms and dads, are you still having trouble getting your kids to do their homework? Because after school, I mean, like, you get it, because when you're done work for the day, the last thing you want to do is more work, right? But everybody always says to just get the homework done after school. Well, it doesn't really work in my house. My kids are like, they want to decompress. And Hunter told me he had no homework yesterday, and I was just too tired to really do anything. Like, I was just wiped. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I checked his backpack this morning, and guess what? He had math homework. Oh my God. The fact is, like, I used to be terrible at math, and I'm still kind of, I'm better at it, but it takes me a little bit longer to really click into some things. And like, it just, math kind of gives me that PTSD of being back in a classroom. So I was really not looking forward to helping my son do his math homework and explain to him why the math homework was important, because I just remember being that age and being like, there's just no freaking way I'm going to do my math homework. I'm just going to hide. And he was saying how hard it was and how he didn't want to do it. And I kind of sympathized with that. But the thing is, my son is actually pretty brilliant at math. He's so much better than I was, and he understands it. And truth is, I've actually found out that once I sit down and really look at it, I can figure things out too. I mean, I can figure out stats. I can figure out percentages. I can figure out how to do calculations to figure out how much I need to pay off on my credit card to get my credit limit up so freaking high, and be able to be like, wow, look at my score just rise in like less than a year. Like, I can figure that out. So, but the thing is, of course, I can't just sit there and say, oh, hey, this is easy, you can figure this out. And new math for kids. I think what they're trying to teach is times tables, but I'm not 100% sure. And it said it was algebra, but my God, it was just like, I have no idea what to do here. Like, it was just over my head. And it's fourth grader math. But once he actually showed me how to do it, because at first I'm like, how do I do this? And he did that cheeky 9-year-old thing that they do where they just underline the instructions and be like, that's it, Mom. That's what you're supposed to do. It's like, right. Okay. But then I thought for a second, I'm like, the easiest way to learn something is to teach it to someone else. This is something I do with my coaching. This is something I apply when I want to learn something, is I go and teach it to someone else right away. So I'm like, I wonder if that would apply here. So I pretended to be really dumb. Like, I mean, so dumb. Like, to the point where he'd be like, come on, Mom, that doesn't even make any sense, level dumb. Like, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, do I have to put this number here? And then he's like, okay, Mom, you're doing it wrong. Here, I'll show you. And then he showed me how to do it. And so what could have been a really horrible morning thing of trying to get his homework done just before school started turned out to be kind of fun. I actually learned something. I figured something out, and I was able to help him with the math. I mean, we fudged things a little bit because it's like he already knows how to add and subtract. He just needs to fill out that table. So I was like, okay, how many blocks do you add? And he's like, this many. I'm like, okay. So then I had Siri tell us how many to add each column. We finished the homework. He feels smart. I learned something. I didn't have to rip my hair out. I didn't have to curse the homework gods for putting my son in fourth grade. So that's my tip for parents. Like, if you need to get your kid to do their homework, play dumb. Pretend you have no idea how to do their homework. And even if you actually don't have any idea how to do the homework, have them teach it to you, because then you'll be able to learn a new way of doing it. And they get their homework done. It sticks in their head because it's no longer dragging them over the coals. They are now the ones leading you, and they get off to a good start. Okay, so that's my thoughts for today. I'm going to go and have a shower and get ready for the rest of my day, and I'll talk to you soon.